welcome to Entrepreneurs Creating OMG Moments. I am so excited to have a special guest with me here today. We are at Potapalooza. We're having so much fun, and we have Diane Curley here with us today. She is the CEO of Celebrating Women. She is a registered nurse and a volunteer at the International Disaster Relief Assistance Program. And she is going to be sharing with you some of her OMG moments in her business and in her life and what she has been going through and share some tips with you today. So Diane, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you and your team and the audience today. What a great day we're having.
Yes, absolutely. So we want to hear, what is an OMG moments that's happened for you in your life? And for the audience and you guys listening, what I define OMG moments are as is those moments that are something big and bold that you had to step out of your comfort zone and do. So for some people, it could be just doing your first talk. It could be launching your podcast, writing your book. And as you grow, those OMG moments may become bigger and you hit your first 7 figures and grow and beyond, and different things happen for different people, but they are all important because they've all helped us step outside of our comfort zone. So Diane, share with us one of your OMG moments.
Yeah, the biggest so far, right? Because we're all learning and growing. I had a blog for 5 years. So I was writing and writing and writing and writing, interviewing women from around the world, to kind of elevate their voice and visibility and celebrate their impact and their influence, writing and writing and writing. And I had also written, just like as this little side hustle, a children's book based on a story that I used to tell my children at night, bedtime. So I was at a book signing for the children's book, and a local radio people were there, and they wanted to interview all the authors that were there for the book signing, and which was a fabulous opportunity, right? We all love those opportunities. But what happened was they found out about my Celebrating Women blog that I write, because came up in the conversation, what do you do? So it's like, I'm a registered nurse. Yes, I wrote this little book. And I said, but one of my passions is this project, 5 years of writing the blog and celebrating other women. Beautiful, right? They said to me, would you be interested in coming on our show? And I was like, sure. So I went on their show, and then I was approached to make my blog into a TV show.
Ooh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. And I want to encourage, it's public access TV. So it doesn't cost, there's costs, but not to have it put and on to the public access TV station.
Yeah.
So, and public access TV is local, but it's an important piece of programming. And that was my big OMG moment, because I never thought that I would be on TV, and it's not streaming TV, it's regular programming. Of course, then I can take that product and go ahead and post it to YouTube or Facebook or, any of the streaming services. But without saying yes, and I think that's a big thing, without saying yes to all these other things, I never would have gotten to then interview women on a TV show and amplify their voices and visibility on public access TV.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
That is so exciting. And congratulations. That's a big step. And I love that they approached you, right? This was like something, and sometimes these things come out of nowhere and we're not expecting it. And someone's like, I think you should do this. And you stepped into that. But what did you have to overcome in order to make it happen, right? You had been blogging for years and you had been putting these stories out, and now you were going to be on TV. And what did you have to overcome to make that step happen?
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, when they first asked me, I said no. Truth be told, because I said I don't have the time to do that. I work full time as a nurse. I volunteer all over the world. I'm writing my blog. I got my little children's book, la-di-da. Who has time, right? You've got family, friends, kids. So I said no. After I just said we should all say yes to these opportunities. But I said no because I was protecting myself, But what happened was they said, we're going to help you. You're not going to do this on your own. We have a team that runs the video cameras, and we have a team that does the sound. And so you just get to show up and do your show, and we will help you, and you'll grow. And I was like, all right, let's try it. And so I did a trial like 4 shows. And then I love it. I love
Yeah.
it so much.
Awesome.
I think it was fear of
Hmm.
becoming overwhelmed and burning out. Like
Yeah.
I've got too much going on. And we struggle with that.
And absolutely. I mean, we all have to pick and choose what we can and can't do and what we have time for and what our priorities are. And we get to choose, which is a great thing. And so when you realized you loved this and you actually really enjoy it, what has that done for you in your business now?
It's been wonderful. I've then started getting invited to do speaking engagements because people saw my
Mm,
show. People are, and I never, it sounds funny, but I don't pick and choose the women because
mhm.
my tagline is celebrating women because every woman is a role model. So it's beautiful the diversity that I've gotten from keeping it like that. People who have different abilities, people of different beliefs, people of different backgrounds and where they live. And I just love that. And I also love doing the interview. I don't often do what we're doing right now because
Uh-huh.
I don't like I'm not comfortable. It's out of my comfort zone. So maybe today is another OMG moment to
Yes.
be interviewed.
Mhm.
I'm the interviewer. So okay, so two. There you go, right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you're stepping out of your comfort zone again today and being on the show and sharing with others. And what encouraging words might you have for somebody who's thinking about doing something or stepping out and doing a show or taking one of their OMG moments?
you know, I'd say accompany somebody along. Ask somebody to accompany you in this journey. There's a whole sisterhood of women out there, and maybe men too, but that are willing to help each other. Okay. I
Yeah.
like to focus on the women, but I don't believe in the climb the ladder and then reach back and bring someone along. I believe in grabbing their hand and walking side by side and going
Mm.
together.
Yeah.
So I encourage women to say, oh, this is what I want to do. I can't do it alone, but which one of my sisters, we're all in these networking groups and Facebook groups and
Mhm.
LinkedIn, has some knowledge or expertise that she could share with me and make my journey less frightening.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And I think, that's one thing. I'm a collaborator. I'm a huge collaborator. And so I always love doing things with other people. And I realized when I started my business and as a solopreneur, it was difficult for me to really push through some things. And so I have had the same mastermind partners now. We were just going back and figuring out how long we've been working together for like 5 years. And so we've helped pull each other along in different
Mhm.
ways. I love that you brought that up because it is such a key of finding someone that is going through it with you, that can go through it with you because other people, and I know you are still working. When I started my business, the people that were in corporate didn't understand all the entrepreneur stuff. And so even though I was still friends with them and hung out with them, I had to find a new group of people who understood what I was going through. And so finding
Right.
that person is such a good thing. Thank you for that. It was a great tip for
Mhm.
everyone. So tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
So my business really is celebrating women. And
Yeah.
under that umbrella, I have the TV show, trying to get better at the podcast. But like I say, when I go into the studio, they do everything for me. So I'm a little
Mhm.
technologically challenged doing my own podcast kind of thing and creating these. Like I created a planner journal and I sell it. It's the Celebrating Women Planner and Journal, and it
Yeah.
has quotes from women around the world that I've interviewed attributed to them because it's another way to raise their voice and their visibility and celebrate their impact and their influence. So I sell the journal, I do the show, and I do speaking engagements too. And I'm hoping to grow now that that's come my way. And that only came because I was out there doing the show. Now I'm getting speaking engagements, and some are for free and some are pay to play, and that's all okay. But it'd be
Yeah.
nice to grow and then be, maybe a paid speaker. I did have my first keynote last year, which
Congratulations.
thank you, which was another, OMG moment. Boldly go. I took my best friend with me. We were in London together. She came to support me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. So we can all, like you said, it's not competition, it's collaboration, and we can all rise together and we can be better for it. And I have grown so much. I just turned 60, and I have grown so much in these last 2 years of having started the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know I probably went off topic, but
You're so good. We love hearing it all. And just thank you for sharing that. I think that's so good to understand. And a couple things as you were sharing, you're talking about not knowing the tech and not the question I always tell my clients is ask who, not how, right? Who can help you with that? Like they're
yeah.
doing your whole show and your TV show for you. And same with if you want to get into the podcast, who can help you with that? Not how do I do it myself? Because we are not experts in all areas and we do not need to become experts in all areas, but who can you get to help you? And I think you mentioned a few things you want to do. And one of the questions I wanted to ask you is what's this next OMG moment you want to create for you in your life and in your business?
I think for me, it would be a paid speaking engagement, because right
Awesome.
now I've been getting invitations and it's so funny because all the groups say, you must be paid for your speaking. You must be paid for your worth and your value. Okay. I'll get there, but let me come along, and let me come along someone else. So I'm helping them and they're helping me. I'm a good fit for their event, and they're a good fit for what I want to speak about. And then we elevate each other. So that's what
Absolutely.
I'm working on.
Awesome. Well, best of luck in getting your first paid speaking engagement. I know getting my first paid speaking engagement was definitely an OMG moment for me, and just feeling that valued for what you put out there. But I will share for the audience listening as well, there are 3 types of speaking engagements, right? You could speak for free, you
Mhm.
get paid to speak, and then there's
Mhm.
also where you go pay to speak
Right.
on someone else's stage. I do all 3 still to this day because it depends on the audience of who you're speaking to. If it is not my ideal client, I want them paying me to speak, right? They're going to be paying me to get on their stage. But I know if I go on a stage where it is my ideal clients, I will make more off the back end and getting in front of my right people and sharing my message that the right people will be attracted to you.
Mhm.
And then you can bring them into your programs and whatever it is your specialty is. And so I always tell people don't get stuck on, I have to get paid to speak.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
yeah, and it's really about how are you continuing to grow? How are you continuing to get out there and share with the right people to attract the right people to continue to grow your business? So hopefully,
Mhm. Or collaborate on something together.
yes.
And for me, I've done pay to play too. I'm not against it. I consider it marketing. I just put
Absolutely.
it in my marketing budget because I'm out there. I'm being seen. I'm being visible to their audience. Their audience might not have been my audience, and maybe now they will be. Maybe they'll want to come on my show, which, by the way, I don't charge participants. So I guess that's my other thing, way to grow. I want to try to get sponsorships.
Sure.
But again, I'll reach out. I'll reach out to women, other people who have, maybe they're just 1 or 2 steps ahead of me, but
Mhm.
I know they'll be willing to help me with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know you had a free gift you were also going to share with our
Mhm.
audience. What is the gift you're going to be giving?
I would like to share a free, and you don't even have to give me your email, which I've been advised I should collect people's emails, but I don't. Digital planner, celebrating women, digital planner and journal. So it is undated, and it is a yearly planner, and it has pages for reflection, for planning, for goal setting, for journaling. But most importantly, it has a weekly quote from a woman I've interviewed over the last 5 years to encourage and inspire another woman. So
Mm.
the planner journal is not a separate planner and not a separate journal. I was like, you got your planner, you got your journal. No, this is
Yeah.
one item, and with inspiration, encouragement from other women that you can feel connected to.
That sounds amazing. So definitely go check that out. We will have the link to that in the show notes here for you. So you can go and get that. And maybe Diane and I will talk later about how she can set this up so she can collect all of your emails so
Oh,
that she can share her amazing wins about other women with you as well. Because I know her show and all of the things that she is doing what has such a great impact on other people. And I'm blessed to have you here with us today. And thank you for sharing your OMG moments. And I look forward to seeing these next steps for you and where you go from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.